Welcome to the Sherri Johnson Show, the podcast for real estate agents who are ready to stop chasing their next deal and start building a business that provides predictable and consistent monthly income to even double or even triple your income and sales production in less than a year. I'm Sherri Johnson, international real estate coach, speaker, consultant, and the creator of the exclusive Goldmine Pipeline strategy that's helped thousands of agents add over 6 figures to even 7 figures to their bottom line. If you're ready to generate more leads, crush your income goals, and finally play the long game, you're in the right place. Let's dig in. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. It's Sherri Johnson, national real estate coach, speaker, consultant, and founder and CEO of Sherri Johnson Coaching. So glad you're back with us today. I'm really excited. We use this term called presumptive closing technique, the assumptive close or the presumptive close. This technique is really a game changer. And I love the presumptive close technique because when you use it, you will have a higher success rate in converting leads into appointments. You'll convert more appointments into closed listings. You'll write more offers, sell more homes. Ultimately, you'll be killing it. You'll be making more money, and you will be more effective and able to compete at a higher level. So I hope you're into that because I'm going to share some strategies on the presumptive close, why it works, how to use it, and give you some, some strategies, some talk tracks on different ways you can use the presumptive close. A couple of them that I love, when you're trying to get an appointment, agents will say to me all the time, I don't know how to ask for an appointment, or when I do, people, say no. And so what happens is if you're asking for an appointment with a yes or no question, you're going to get a yes or no answer, right? So we want to be strategic and we want to ask a yes or no question on purpose. When I want to hear a yes or no answer, that's when I ask a yes or no question. It's very simple. When I want to tie someone down to an appointment, I need to say, the 2-step, this is like a sales 101. Okay. It's not mine, but it's been mine for a long time because it works. So I like to say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can save you time and money. I'd like to come and see your house now because I add value to the process. I can save you time and money. And before you call the home, the contractor, or before you go to Home Depot or Lowe's with your list of home improvements, I can save you time and money. And I add value to the process. And as soon as you get sort of a head nod or an acknowledgement of that, the very next thing you say is, great. What's better for you, Thursday at 5 or Saturday at 10? Right? What's better for you, Thursday at 5 or Saturday at 10? Because I'm coming, right? The appointment is happening. It's not a matter of if it's happening. It's a matter of when. And so this 2-step, we can really call it a 2-option way to get an appointment works. I get text messages. I get Facebook messages. I have people call me and tell me this is amazing. And it works. And it works so well that that's why it's become, such a big part of our how to convert leads with a presumptive close. Now, the other thing you want to do is say when instead of if. You just heard me say, it's not a matter of if we're coming, it was when. So don't say if you list with me. No, you want to say when you choose me to sell your home, when you choose me to market your home. Okay. When implies that we're already doing something. When I have this open for the brokers open, when I have an open house for the public, right? When I call the sellers. So you're already doing it. You're already seeing yourself doing it, and you're painting a picture of yourself doing it in the future to the client, buyer or seller. So you want to use presumptive closing techniques and you'll close more. Even saying Thursday at 5 or Saturday at 10, it's strategic in itself. Why? Because I choose to give them a weekday evening as well as a weekend morning. That's a strategy, right? We're being very strategic about the words we're saying. So it's so important to choose words that influence action and bring about a better end result. So the whole idea is if we're helping people go through the sales process, we need to be helping them and closing them at each of those stages of the sales process. If you've never sold anything outside of real estate, you don't know what I'm talking about probably, but there is a sales process for every sale, right? Our job is to speak on purpose, speak with purpose, and provide a better navigating series of steps that they go through between I'm ready to start talking about listing my house and I'm actually signing the listing paperwork. So there's a lot of steps that happen between that. The presumptive close technique will actually help you conversationally, okay, talk to potential clients and help them make and choose the next steps in the process. That's what's so great about presumptive close. Practice it, use it immediately, start saying it, and I promise you, you'll convert more leads into clients on your gold mine pipeline. And then from the gold mine pipeline, you'll be converting those people into listing appointments and showing appointments. And that's the whole idea, isn't it? So be on purpose. Think about how do I speak? Do I wait for people to ask me to do something or am I taking them through the stages of the sales process? And there's a big difference. One of my very favorite presumptive close techniques, and I have a lot of them, but this one was one of my faves. And I can tell you that this one, let me tell you, when you use this line on a listing appointment, I mean, you're getting the listing. It's done. Okay. So this is the best part. You're walking through the house, right? And you're asking really good leading questions. I mean, great leading questions on the tour because when you ask leading questions on purpose, it tells you the next step or the next service point that you have to help these people. And so now we get, we're back at we're taking copious notes, we're walking through the house, we're walking back to the kitchen table. And my best closing line is to say, "Hey, Jill, I'm actually going to need a key. Probably the front door is the best one. Do you have an extra key to the front door? I'm going to need a key." Now, while I keep talking and I go back over to the kitchen table, I start talking about something else. Jill is walking straight over to the junk drawer to get me a key. And she puts the key right in front of me. Now I know I'm getting this listing, right? I haven't even talked about commission. I haven't even talked about where we're pricing this house yet, but I have the key. Boom. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I know it sounds kind of bold and you got to have some courage to do this, but you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And I know you can because I did things that didn't feel comfortable. And then I did them. And then once I did them, I was like doing it. Right. And it became normal. When you use this line, okay, and you get the key, you're going to feel like an amazing rock star that you already are. Okay. I had given this talk somewhere, probably for homes.com somewhere, and or one of my travels live. And this agent sent me literally a picture of an agreement, a listing agreement for $750,000. She said, I'm going to need a key. It worked. They were out of town sellers and they mailed me the contract for $750 and they mailed me the key. Her line that she texted them was, "I'm going to need a key." They signed the agreement, sent it to her. Okay. So you can do this. Not only can you do it, you're going to get unbelievable and amazing results from it. So I cannot wait to hear about your presumptive closing. Remember, what's better for you, Thursday at 5 or Saturday at 10? Because I'm coming, right? That's the presumptive close. I'm giving two options. I'm okay with either one of them. I'm okay with either one. And if they don't work, I'm gonna offer two more options. Remember too that you want to ask good leading questions, not yes or no questions, unless you want yes or no answers, right? The presumptive close technique will work. You just have to say, right? I add value to the process. What's better for you this day or this day? Because we're meeting. Okay. I'm not coming to list your house. I mean, yes, I am, right? I'll probably list it at some point. But I say to take the pressure off, I'm not coming to list your house. I want to come over and see it. I will add value to the process. We can talk about a pricing strategy. We can talk about a staging strategy. And again, if you want to sell in a couple of weeks or a couple of months or 6 months, I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. So, whatever works for you and your family is what we'll do. In the meantime, what's better for you this day or this day? Now, that needs to become part of what you say all the time, always, always. Okay. Whether you're at an open house, whether you are on the phone, whether you are prospecting a neighborhood, or you are getting a pedicure and you meet somebody. Okay. You're at a kid function, you're at a business event with your spouse or significant other, you are anywhere. And you can use this assumptive close technique to close deals. I promise you it'll work. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear your success stories. So send them to me, put them in Rockstars in Real Estate with Sherri Johnson, our private Facebook group. Again, let's go make it happen. Let's be strategic. Let's be on purpose and intentional. And let's get back in touch with each other on our next episode. I can't wait to see you. Have a great week, everybody. You rock. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.